In the early days of Hattiesburg, trains and timber defined the city. But by the turn of the century, Hattiesburg emerged as a hub for the entire South Gulf Coast region.
Fox 23's Alyssa Cole has a special two-part series report on the revitalization and infrastructure's investments in downtown Hattiesburg.
Downtown Hattiesburg is an authentic place with a rich history. Captain William Hardy founded Hattiesburg in 1884 as a railroad junction. And that very junction remains the foundation of Hattiesburg becoming the hub city today. Today, Hattiesburg is home to diversity, businesses big and small, medical and educational institutions with 2 universities, an Army training base, and industrial opportunities. Downtown remains the center for city, county, and federal government facilities, but it's also the center of arts, culture, heritage, and engagement.
Typically, you'll find the downtown area of a community is where the story of the city is told. The Hattiesburg Convention Commission is very proud to be a part of that. These museums that we're in and talking about today are one example. The Hattiesburg Sanger Theater is another example. These are anchor pieces to our downtown history, our downtown story, our Hattiesburg story, and a part that the Convention Commission feels is very worthy of investment to help grow downtown, which truly is the heart of our community.
According to Hattiesburg Convention Commission Executive Director Rick Taylor, showcasing the civic pride and formation of Hattiesburg collectively challenges the stereotype of Mississippi.
For too long, Mississippi has allowed other people to tell our story. Mississippians are great storytellers. We need to be telling our own story. And we take that to heart at the Convention Commission. We take that to heart with Hattiesburg. Hattiesburg has a great story to tell. It's got bumps and bruises and warts and great things, as any city does. And that story needs to be told because that's what makes us unique. And if we don't tell it, someone else will, and sometimes they're not quite as accurate as they like to think they are. We're committed to telling Hattiesburg's story and being proud of not only where we've come from, but where we're going.
Where are we going, and what are the next steps? City leaders are striving for a more inclusive hub city, pushing for better infrastructure to create pathways of easy access.
In every neighborhood, there should be equity in terms of walkability, bikeability, public safety, updated infrastructure, and that's what we're aiming for. And so this year we've put forward some goals from paving to water, sewer, but most importantly, we want to see 20 blocks of new sidewalks.
City Mayor Toby Barker says every resident of Hattiesburg is a stakeholder, and that translates to connectivity in each neighborhood.
We have a project we're about to start right now to take the Longleaf Trace all the way to the Leaf River. We're trying to improve connectivity between downtown and William Carey with a project we just completed on the old rail bed from Roney to Edward Street. Over the last few years, we've had success with getting state money here, both when I was in the legislature and working with some federal delegation too, and now we're trying to make sure that it's a priority in our city budget as well. We have one public works crew who can do sidewalks in-house, and so if we can provide the resources in terms of concrete, that's going to help us as we get kind of into the actual neighborhoods in terms of trying to connect gaps, which is what we're doing right now in the Camper Avenues.
As for now, city administration are finding ways to support investment downtown and across the city to address immediate and long-term needs of development. Alyssa Cole, Fox 23 News.
And tomorrow, Alyssa will continue with part 2 of the city's plan for downtown engagement and transportation.